These designs. This is part 2 of a very zoomed in Johanna Basford's Johanna's Christmas festive colouring book. And I thought I really wanted to crack on with this because it's not going to be Christmas for much longer. We can't really be doing a colour book. So I'm using my Dr. Martens Hydrus watercolours that I've put in my little palette. And I've got 3 riggers and a baby kitchen white. And I'm playing about with colours, so I'm just using this as well as a hand rest, because I have a tendency to make such a mess. I am trying to change the direction of the brush, because sometimes you need a real nice curvy action. Talking of which, we could do the bluebells now. That's another thing we could do. So I'm just going to test this. I think this is too vibrant. Oh, it's quite nice, but it's vibrant at the top, isn't it? So, if we could get the colour here and then tease it down. It is rather vibrant. But if it'll just tease down to here, we'll have a natural highlight on the bottom. There. And again, just a very light touch so that Murphy's Law says this one's going to be lighter. See? So again, I do like them quite vivid though. This is quite nice in this particular book. I want these to be very, very vivid colours. I quite like the idea of this colour book being vibrant, Christmassy, vibrant colours. We've got another 2 here, so we might as well do those 2 as well. I'm just teasing that colour down. And because there's a damp brush there, it's just giving a really natural highlight. So thanks for joining me, gang. It's nice that everybody pops in as a natter. This is a live stream with live peoples. Recorded for YouTube and Ustream. Got a nicer highlight on that one than I did on that one, but never mind. So I'm going to go back in the middle sized brush and finish off some of this green and do this next swirl now. This thing will never do what it wants to do. Never do it. So annoying. It's got to be at a nicer angle because it's not easy. Not easy when you're on camera. So I'm going to do this, the green teal. This is the colour that I quite like. Sorry, there could be a bark alert because this next door's dogs have just started to bark. Shh. The minute I press record. Alfie, shush. So he's still a grumbly boy. Shush, Alfie. Alfie, shush, please. Oh, it's just going to carry on, isn't it? It's just... Alfie. You can hear next door. Maybe if I just carried on waffling, you can't hear the dogs barking under my thing. The little dogs next door set him off. And they'll just bark and bark and bark. Normally when everybody leaves the house, it's all quiet, but I suppose that's what they're there for, is to tell you that there is somebody here that shouldn't be here. So I tend to work a lot better when I've got a natural curve. Otherwise I tend to go out, so it's always a good idea to turn your pages, if you can. Sometimes it's not always possible. And we had the blue. And I've got a bit of a mistake there, so I'm going to see if I can just draw over that, perhaps. And use a little bit more dark. This is phthalo blue and it is quite dark. And that's got rid of most of that mistake there. So that's quite nice. So if anybody's got any questions, pop them in caps. So that's the red. But I do like this way of working. I like, excuse me, I like watercolouring in there. I shall do this for another section, and then I'm going to do some colouring in the Colin Thompson book, because again I've got some work to do in that one. I've just found a curl there that I've missed. So we can put some more colour in there. If I put the green in first, it always looks a lot better, I think. Just to get one colour in, and then your eye can see where you want to put all the other colours. So I'm probably going to carry on actually over here now. So I've got that curve and I just need to just correct that a little bit. And it's so much easier to turn the page. So the natural curve of your wrist is the natural curve. So if anybody's got any questions, it's quite a therapeutic way of working, is this? So you tend to kind of get a bit absorbed in what you're doing. So apologies if I don't look up and see chat when it's first flying past. Although I'm quite lucky mine doesn't fly past. That would drive me insane. Oh, Mr. Curl. this is where you can see all your mistakes, and if you don't look too close, it's not so bad. So we've got Johanna's real ones here now, so this is all what I've put in here. I suppose I could do this at the top here, so this bit. So we had this red. Damp. The brush is a little bit too damp. So these are almost neat, these. And they are a little bit too pinky, I think. I think Pansiettas have got a bit of a darky pinky red. So I need to darken these up a little bit when I go back in. If your brush gets a little bit too damp, you end up dragging it, and that's when it kind of goes over the lines. So you've got to keep it a damp brush, but not a wet one. It'll be fine. Yeah, it looks like I haven't rubbed those lines out of there. So I bought my little Derwent eraser, and it just takes off all that. Isn't that magic? Takes off all that pencil. Fluffy brush. All my erasers have got dark marks on them, so I'm always putting dark marks on things. I think I did it further down there. So that looks a little bit better now there. They're fab, aren't they? They're fab. I mean, because it's that nipping and rubbing action that my hand will not do. So that little eraser has done all the hard work for me, and there is a little one there that I've missed. I'll just bob that one in. And that's a bit wet, you can tell that's a little bit wet there. And when you buy it, I think they have the erasers about a couple of pounds replacement, so I love my little one. So we had this green for next here. I have got two other greens for two different. No, I didn't do that green. That green is for that, I thought it was. We have the dark green for these. I think I'm going to do the others dark green as well. I think the poinsettias are going to look better with a really dark, rich green leaf behind them. Oops, I've turned the brush. Oops, I'm just going to go back over that one. And that's just given those a little bit of brightness. So the pale ones were going to be the pale greens on here. And this is where I made that little bit of a mistake there, so I might just be able to tease that out a bit. And oh, I did these leaves. So these are my leaves. So all this is what I've made up. Oh, apart from the bluebells. The bluebells were on there already. And we've got some more purple blues there. And that was the phthalo blue. Doesn't want to be too damp. We have phthalo blue, which goes with the phthalo green quite nicely. And then there is a phthalo purple. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the phthalo purple. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with that, but that looks quite nice. So that looks quite nice. And then there's some more blue in this corner here. So while I've got blue on my brush, I'll just strip the colour in there then. So thanks for stopping by, everybody, and joining in. I always feel a bit self-conscious that it's a little bit boring watching all this paint dry. This is the pale green. Just teasing a bit of colour in there. So I was thinking about making a colour book with all my books, my line drawings and all my books in it. So give it slightly, oh, maybe it's too big, that one. Stars done. Well, I don't normally start till this time I normally finish about 6 o'clock. I don't know who streams after me. Sorry, but I'm a bit early today because I didn't go to the Abbey. I keep telling myself I was going to go look onto there. Right, so little bird. No, once this colour. Wrong brush. I think I have to use the little one for this. So I'm just teasing that colour in. And probably got enough to do the next one as well. Actually, it's a bit dark, is that one? It's a bit pale, is that one, but it should be okay. Does anybody know who's on after me? I can't remember on a Tuesday. So, a little dark body. And we just draw over those little bits there. I've got the tail to do. I think it seems to have gone rather dark. Just get a little bit. And fill his tummy in green. Not going to be a rubbing red breast, this one. Should be, I suppose. Once we get to his wings. Oops, it's not the nicest sound on the planet. Oh, what time's Carla on? Vicky, please. Well, I've got that one there. I'm just going to tease that one in there. Has anybody got a link for Carla's YouTube? Oh, Carol's on at 4. His little bird there. Got 2 little birds done. Hi Carol, welcome to Bunny's Designs. Anybody else? Little P, anybody else? Anybody else popping in? I'm still playing in the Johanna Basford Christmas. So I thought I'd draw some extra things in, because I don't do backgrounds normally, so I thought it could do with a bit of a background. So I've drawn this top section that I've just painted. All this is hand drawn by me, so I hope it fits in when I've finished it. I normally finish about 6, but I will be recording until 7 tonight because nobody will be home. We're 3 now, aren't we? But that depends on the bunnies, on the dogs and how well they behave. Because if they start being a pest, I have to give in. But I'm hoping to get this finished because I like this quicker way of working in this book. I do like to watercolour the birds, but everything else is kind of flat colour. So we've got some of that pale green. And we've got some holly here, so I haven't got any holly. I've only got one piece of holly, or leaf holly there. There's only one piece of holly, not all of this. Oopsie. I don't know what she's doing with her bed, but she's having a move around. So I think we'll have this mixed colour here. Just a bigger brush. That's a bit too wet, just a bit. It is a bit up there. So do this a bit darker on the outside, I think. Give it some contrast with those really, really red berries. Oopsie. That's because I don't practice what I preach. I didn't turn the book around. So it was awkward for me to get to. So we've got three of those. So I think anybody else calling this book? I'm sure everybody's got this book now because it's been out a little while. So let's see what happens with the pooches. So I think they're the only holly trees, those. Holly trees. Holly leaves. So we'll have a bit of a red berry there. I think I'm going to do all these this colour. Flow it all the way around. I haven't drawn those little berries there. I've got some berries to draw. I put them on this side, but I didn't put them on that side. So they kind of hang down a bit. So I need my pen. Just do a practice of right, so we want them about here, so we want very big, but they'll do. Could have been a bit bigger, but and I think the centre of these are this red, aren't they? Yeah, I think they are. And we have this centre here. We have this one here. This one. And I drew this one. This one. So we've got all our poinsettias in the right place. It's looking a bit better. So we've got the green swirl. Just stroking that colour into there. So sorry, it's rather boring, this. It's quite therapeutic, and you just kind of want to go into your own little world. But it's easy on the hand, so that's quite good. Keeps me out of mischief. And there's something quite nice about just colouring in on a really quiet afternoon. So I've done that side. Oops, just be a bit careful. And we can do this side. This is probably the better side because I've got a natural curve of the wrist, and you've got more control when you do it like this. So the Dr. Martens hydras seem to be holding up quite well. And again, as a tight Yorkshire lass, I quite like that. Even when they're dried, we can still use them, so they're not thrown away like acrylics. So I think it looks a bit different because Johanna's is a lot thinner than mine. Mine's a lot fatter, and that's a lot thinner. But we'll persevere. So thanks for being here. I hope this isn't too boring. Anybody's got any questions? Pop them in caps. Just going to get all these in and then we have some semblance of order and we can see what we're doing. I don't know what's wrong with the lurcher because she's don't know what's wrong with her at all. It's not feeding time at the zoo yet. Hope not. Right, so I'm going to boil this down here. It just makes it that bit easier to see. And the nicest thing is you can do it for a long time. You're not putting a lot of stress on your hands. So you're just teasing that colour in. Yeah, she's not going to settle now, is she? Oops, got to be a bit careful because I'm going to colour the antlers in then. We don't want green antlers, do we? This is going to be a little bit stronger now there, so... And if we're really lucky, he'll come back, sit down and go to sleep. He has been in the car tomorrow, or today rather. I missed that bit. These spaces are a lot smaller than mine. But I'm hoping it's not too different. Hoping I can get away with it. So I'll go back up to here. Oh dear. No, that's not going to happen, is it? Alfie, can you come here, please? Oh no. Right, we have a problem, Houston. We have a problem. All the terrors have woken up. All the terrors have woken up. Yep, this is the lurcher. She's going to knock me out. She's just me. She's the queen of the castle. Now nobody's going to get any peace now. So, I'm trying to rush this, which isn't good. I just finished this green, and then you see that takes us. So we finished all this green. I think it should match. As I say, and Johanna had some nice endings on her curls, and my endings aren't very good. Yeah, we're not going to get any peace. Pigs! Gigi! Yeah, she's going to come straight into me and knock me now. So we're going to have to... So I'll just zoom out of there for a second, and then I'll just have to go sort the wolfykins out. So thank you for watching. Oh, I'm just going to pan out a little bit. You can see what we've been doing. So that's all my drawing, and this is all Johanna's drawing with the birds. And her curls are a lot naturally flowing than mine, but I might just get away with it. So that's the end of part 2 of Johanna's Christmas page. So thank you for watching.